I never thought a single decision could destroy everything I had built in my life. But that's exactly what happened. The night it all came crashing down, I sat frozen on the living room floor, staring at the door Sarah had just walked through, the echo of her footsteps still ringing in my ears. My whole body felt numb, my heart pounding against my chest as if trying to break free. She had found out. And the way she looked at me, the disappointment, the heartbreak in her eyes, was something I knew I'd never forget. 7 years, David, she had whispered. 7 years I stood by you. And in one moment, you broke us. You broke me. Then she walked away, leaving me in silence so loud it crushed my soul. That was the day I learned the truth. Sometimes, one mistake is all it takes to ruin your entire life. But to understand how I got here, I need to take you back to the beginning. My name is David. I grew up in a small town where dreams were bigger than the streets we walked on. Life wasn't easy, but I had a gift, ambition. When I met Sarah, I had nothing. No fancy job, no car, barely enough money to pay rent. But she didn't care. She saw something in me that even I didn't see in myself. She believed in me when others doubted. I remember those early days, we would sit on the rooftop of her apartment, dreaming about the future. She wanted a simple, happy life. I wanted success, recognition, to build something out of nothing. She always smiled and said, "We'll get there together." And for years, she stood by me. Through late nights, failed attempts, and disappointments. She was there when I finally landed a stable job, when things started turning around, when money stopped being such a heavy burden. Sarah wasn't just my girlfriend. She was my partner. My anchor. My safe place. But sometimes, when life starts going well, we forget the very people who helped us get there. And that's exactly where I went wrong. It started small. A woman named Lisa joined the company where I worked. She was bold, confident, always laughing in a way that drew people in. Unlike Sarah, who was calm and gentle, Lisa was fiery, unpredictable, and made everything feel like an adventure. At first, it was innocent. Just conversations at work. Jokes during lunch breaks. Late-night texts that I convinced myself were harmless. But harmless things have a way of growing when you feed them. I told myself it was nothing, that Sarah didn't need to know. I was wrong. Lisa started filling the spaces Sarah couldn't, not because Sarah wasn't enough, but because I was greedy. I wanted it all, the loyalty of Sarah and the excitement of Lisa. And that was my mistake. One night, when Sarah was waiting at home, Lisa and I crossed a line we shouldn't have. I told myself it was a one-time slip, that it would never happen again. But one mistake often leads to another. And soon, I was living a double life. I thought I was clever. I thought I was careful. But the truth is, lies are heavy. They weigh on you, no matter how well you try to hide them. Sarah started noticing the changes. The late nights at work. The moments I seemed distracted. The way my phone never left my side. "David, is everything okay?" she asked one evening. Her eyes searched mine, full of love and worry. "Yes," I lied, kissing her forehead. "I'm just stressed." But deep down, I knew the truth was clawing its way to the surface. Every time I looked at Sarah, her gentle smile, her unwavering belief in me, I felt a sharp stab of guilt. But instead of confessing, I dug deeper into my lies, hoping I could keep both worlds alive. I couldn't. It happened on a Thursday evening. Sarah had spent the whole day preparing my favorite meal. She lit candles on the table, trying to give us a night of peace, of love. But when I walked through the door, I knew something was wrong. She wasn't smiling. She was holding my phone. David, she said, her voice steady but her eyes wet with tears, who is Lisa? My heart dropped. My throat went dry. I tried to speak, but the words tangled on my tongue. I can explain. But Sarah shook her head. No. I've already seen enough. She had read the messages. Seen the calls. The evidence was undeniable. Her hands trembled as she placed the phone on the table. I believed in you. I trusted you. And this is what you've been doing behind my back. Tears filled her eyes, spilling down her cheeks. Sarah, please, I begged, reaching for her. It was a mistake. It didn't mean anything. She stepped back, away from me. Her voice cracked as she whispered, didn't mean anything. You threw away everything we had for something that meant nothing. Her bag was already packed. 7 years, David. 7 years I stood by you. And in one moment, you broke us. You broke me. And with that, she walked away. The door closed. And my world collapsed. That night, I sat in silence, staring at the empty chair where Sarah once sat. The apartment felt colder, darker, emptier than ever before. Lisa called. She texted. But I ignored her. She was meaningless now. The truth was clear, I hadn't just lost Sarah. I had lost myself. Days turned into weeks. I tried reaching out, but Sarah never answered. Friends I thought were mine disappeared. The world moved forward, but I was stuck in the ruins of my own choices. And as I sat alone, I realized something powerful. Life gives us opportunities, but it also gives us choices. And choices come with consequences. Some mistakes you can fix. Others leave scars that never fade. I lost Sarah, but more than that, I lost the future we could have had together. And the saddest part, I didn't lose her because she stopped loving me. I lost her because I stopped valuing what I already had. The lessons. Value the people who truly stand by you. Don't take loyalty and love for granted. Some treasures are worth more than all the success in the world. One wrong choice can change your whole life. A single decision, made in weakness or selfishness, can undo years of trust and love. Temptation always looks sweet, but the aftertaste is bitter. What feels good for a moment can destroy you for a lifetime. Learn to pause before you act. Ask yourself, is this worth the risk? Because some mistakes you can't undo. Reflective questions for you. Have you ever taken someone's love or trust for granted? What's one mistake from your past that taught you a lesson you'll never forget? If you were in Sarah's shoes, would you forgive David, or would you walk away too? Think about these questions, because sometimes, reflecting on another person's story can save you from making the same mistake. Call to action. Friends, if this story touched you, don't just watch and move on. Take a moment to share your thoughts in the comments. Your reflections might help someone else who is going through the same struggle. And if you found value in this story, please like, subscribe, and share. Let's spread these lessons so more people can learn before it's too late. Because remember this, sometimes one mistake is all it takes to ruin everything. But one right choice could save it.